So is everybody in your family keeping safe?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, this is amazing. I'm so happy you're open again.
How's your leg doing?
Better.
After the fall, better?
Yeah,
Good.
but then I got COVID. So
You got what?
I got COVID-19.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I was sick for 42 days.
Oh, my goodness. You can go ahead and try the water.
It's cold.
I know, I'm getting hot.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was pretty rough.
Oh.
I had to go to the hospital with my granddaughter,
Uh-huh.
like an emergency thing. She had to have surgery.
Is that how you get it?
I think so.
Oh.
I think that's how I got it, because I am so careful. And when I went to the hospital, she was in the emergency room. She had appendicitis.
Oh, which one?
Gary's daughter.
Oh, okay.
One of Gary's daughters. He has
Is
3.
it okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And it was so funny because it was right at the very beginning, the beginning of March.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, they were saying, I go to the emergency room. I don't even take my purse in. I'm being so cautious.
Mm-hmm.
So how long you in the hospital for?
I was only in the hospital for a short time, but I was sick and under
Would you
quarantine.
be on the ventilator?
No,
No?
And how long you quarantine?
I did not let anybody come to my house, and I did not go out for 42 days.
42 days.
Yeah. Yeah. She told me I wasn't shedding anymore,
Mm-hmm.
my doctor, but I just didn't feel comfortable. I was too scared.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got to the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
I was shocked that nobody was wearing masks or washing their hands. And the surgeon shook my hand, and in the elevator,
Mm-hmm.
I was, like, oh. I think that's where he picked it up. But who knows?
So
You can't tell.
when you have
I
COVID?
ended up, I got sick on about the 14th or 15th of March.
of March.
Oh, right before the day we closed here.
Yes. And by the 19th, they had to call an ambulance for me. Wendy came over because every time I got up, I would black out. I just kept passing out, so I called her not realizing how sick I was. And I had chills really bad, but I didn't think I had a fever. I was just cold,
Mm-hmm.
but I couldn't take care of my dog. So I called my daughter and said, I
So-
need you to come get my dog.
So how many people live with you?
None.
None?
I lived alone.
Oh.
Remember the house we went to visit? That family we went to visit one time? We went
During
on
the train show?
Oh, yeah,
That's her
yeah.
house.
Oh,
That's
that's
my
us.
Yeah. So I live by myself.
Oh,
A beautiful house to be stuck in.
yeah. And it's good for quarantine. You
Yes.
live by yourself.
Yeah, it was just me and my dog. And so, but I was still so ill that my daughter ended up having to come and stay with me for a while because my temperature was like 103. I wasn't eating. And I, my oxygen was really low. And then they said my potassium was low, my sodium was low. And so they ended up, she couldn't leave me. So I was concerned about her, but she did not get it. We were so careful. And then when she left me, she had to go into quarantine for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't get sick, thank goodness.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty crazy. Yeah, don't want to do that again. Although now they're saying they don't know if you can get it again. Like you get antibodies, but apparently they don't last. And so there's a possibility you could get it again. Not sure.
We have these individual packs that we walk on each customer and then we throw away.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta tell you, my feet are a mess, Dad. No question. They have not been done since, well, the last time Wendy and I were here, I think it was February. And you had put the gel on my toes.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, see?
Oh, it's still on there.
Just at the very tips. So there's been no polish on these nails since you last did them. And I did mine Sunday because I went to church with my
So
grandson.
when we close, so your nail and your toenails it rest until now?
Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
over 3 months.
yes. And I just polished my nails for the first time. Sunday was my great-grandson's first communion at church. And so I polished them for that. So they've only been polished once in 3 months. But who cares? Nobody saw me. And they say it's good for your nails.
Yeah, that your nail need the rest like that.
Yeah. So anyway, but they're a mess. I tried to cut them myself, but I can't. I just did a horrible job. My toes were bleeding, and I was like, oh my goodness. So I was so happy when Deb said they were opening back up. So are you still like subject to closing at any time
Well,
because of this?
we don't know.
Yeah.
We hope we get,
Isn't it scary, Deb?
yes, very.
So what about the schools around here? What are they gonna do?
The school where we live, they said they're gonna open for like part in class and part online.
Yeah.
But
For
then-
all the kids?
for all the kids, but then depending on the parent, if they come for the send their kids to classes, they can. If not, the kids can do
The virtual.
online.
And what about, well, Taiwan is doing that,
Yeah.
but they're not making any students wear masks.
Oh, really?
They're just making staff and teachers wear them. And if anybody gets COVID, one positive case and they shut everything down again. So what's
Yeah.
the odds of that not happening? I mean, I'm like, so frightening. So yeah, I'm like, very careful, very cautious. I had to go probably, went for a long time without seeing Ned.
Oh, yeah?
He was
Because
right,
of quarantine?
yeah, couldn't risk, he's 81. I was afraid I'd make him sick.
You doing okay?
Yeah, he's doing okay.
Can you call about it this morning and don't know which way to turn? I'm pregnant.
So the first symptom is you knee or fever or something.
For the what?
The first symptom.
What
My
symptoms?
first symptoms was a little bit of a sore throat
Mm-hmm.
and this dry cough. I had this cough and I was like, I thought it was asthma at first.
Uh-huh.
And then I started with the chills. Then, at that time, one of the symptoms was not the GI symptoms where you were sick. I had the GI symptoms. And I thought, oh, I picked up some kind of bug. But then, I got so bad that Wendy was staying with me, and my doctor had known I was sick. I think I talked to her. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I think I did. But anyway, Wendy called her and said that she's got a fever of almost 103, and they sent the ambulance. And then it was really frightening. You go into the hospital, it's like that hazmat thing. It was scary.